this is Dr. Tim Mahoney, the Mayor of the City of Fargo. The year 2020 has been one like no other across the world, and that was especially true in Fargo. Through unforeseen and unprecedented challenges, this community has continued to shine. Let me show you how your Team Fargo has never stopped, nurturing the heart of our community, working for you, accomplishing big things, striving for everyday excellence, and leading the region. Our community stepped up and exemplified why we are the big city with an even bigger heart in 2020. In March, when we were faced with the potential flooding, thousands of volunteers produced 232,000 sandbags in only 4 days. It's so humbling to see the overwhelming support when we face a flood fight. Matt Bus began fare-free operations in April of this year, understanding the financial strain and challenges faced by its passengers. Operating without fares will continue into 2021. Following the riot in May, several small businesses in our downtown neighborhood were vandalized and damaged. The same flood-fighting resolve and support we have witnessed countless times was on full display the next morning. The community embraced unity and with the help of some members of Team Fargo, had the downtown cleaned up before lunchtime. The people of Fargo never cease to amaze me. The criticality of race relations in our nation and in Fargo was brought to the forefront in 2020. In addition to our existing and excellent relationships, this year introduced us to new grassroots community organizers who seek to improve our metro. This has led to opportunities for dialogue and understanding. There will always be work to do on the path of becoming more inclusive and more embracing, but we look forward to that work and the continued partnerships from across the community. Through the donation of private funds, Our Lady Liberty has made her triumphant return to greet the Main Avenue travelers in 2020. The new Statue of Liberty has improved security features to ensure she continues to shine as a beacon of our community for years to come. That wasn't the only new shine in Fargo. Advanced illumination as part of the overall City Hall project was installed and implemented on the exterior of the Commission chambers in 2020. The new dynamic lights help to signify holidays and special events while modernizing the heart of our city. Near or far, Team Fargo is here to serve. This was especially true when several members of the Fargo Fire Department joined other departments from North Dakota fighting raging wildfires in Oregon. 3 Fargo firefighters volunteered to spend several weeks in the West, sometimes working 20 hours a day to protect critical infrastructure. A little closer to home, the Department of Planning and Development engaged with the public to learn more about advancing our core neighborhoods plan. This comprehensive plan will guide development in our city's central neighborhoods, which truly are the backbone of Fargo. Fargo's downtown neighborhood will see a fusion of infrastructure and public art as the downtown Fargo Mega Water Tower is constructed next year. Not only will the tower replace Fargo's 3 oldest water towers, providing more efficiency and saving taxpayer money, it will also feature public art that was developed based on public input. The Human Relations Commission will be expanded in 2021 with 2 additional members offering guidance. This marks a continued commitment to ensuring the diverse and eclectic Fargo community is represented, heard, and provided an important seat at the table to make real and substantial change. This year, we also saw the launch of our Community Land Trust. We are proud to partner with the non-government organizations for the greater good and to improve the lives of our residents. Fargo prides itself on working harder, smarter, and being the regional leader. Fargo has the only landfill in the region which collects, recycles, and sells natural gas produced within the landfill. More than 30,000 residential homes worth of greenhouse gases are removed from the atmosphere each year because of this. It also provides a steady source of revenue, helping to keep solid waste costs down. The inspection department works diligently every day to ensure our homes and neighborhoods are safe to live in. They have stepped up code enforcement to protect the integrity of our neighborhoods. Fargo's newest chief of police, David Zabalski, was selected utilizing a highly transparent and public process. We understand the importance of listening to residents and included several members of the public on the selection committee. The public also provided more than 100 questions to consider for the hiring process, further ensuring our new chief is representative of the people we serve. COVID-19 was a hindrance to many things in 2020, including the annual spring cleanup week. However, we heard how much everybody missed it and developed a modified fall event. 1,200 tons of garbage were safely disposed of while protecting workers and the public from the virus. The City of Fargo, Cass County, and Clay County unveiled a new citizen alert app, Cass Clay Alerts. This new app boasts upgraded features which allow officials to reach more people. It can even be used to alert residents when vehicles need to be removed from the streets due to weather events. The Fargo Police Department also made it easier for residents to anonymously report crimes, thanks to the implementation of the new TIP 411 line. This new service allows residents to report suspicious behavior, even if they wish to not be identified. This is an example of how the city continues to strive to find ways to modernize and improve interactivity with the public. When residents ask for something, the city does what it can do to make it happen. A perfect example of this is the new snow emergency ordinance. Response times to clear neighborhood streets of snow were not as fast as we wanted, due in a large part to vehicles parked on the streets during major snow events, hampering snowplow operators' ability to clear lanes. This new ordinance helps to clear the streets of parked cars and in turn the snow. The city will utilize Cass Clay Alerts in order to give those parked on the streets plenty of advance notice and provide adequate time to move. Work continued in 2020 to continue the Land Development Code diagnostic. This comprehensive look at our LDC will help to guide improvement in ways that we can develop the city and help create an even more intelligent, efficient blueprint for development. 2021 will see the creation and implementation of Fargo's first Director of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. This position will be responsible for assessing and developing diversity and inclusivity initiatives in the city, ensuring Fargo is a welcoming and a diverse community where opinions of people with all backgrounds are heard and taken into account. The new year will also mark a monumental display of the city's commitment to transparency and accountability, as the police department will roll out new state-of-the-art body cameras. These cameras will provide additional clarity and evidence during police interactions, helping to protect both our police officers and the people they serve every day. Fargo not only has a big heart, it has huge aspirations as well. We have already accomplished many massive feats, with others well on the way. The Fargo-Moorhead Area Flood Diversion Project construction continues as we march towards permanent flood protection for the Metro. We all understand sandbags are not permanent protection, and we stand ready to flood-proof our area with this project. In order to successfully implement permanent flood protection, more than 200 properties in high-risk flood-prone areas needed to be purchased. Today, less than 10 in-town properties remain, and we couldn't be more grateful for this progress. Fargo's Main Avenue completed its 2-year makeover in 2020, modifying its look with additional trees, accessible parking, and a counterflow lane allowing turns onto northbound University Drive and an easier access to the downtown neighborhood. And the project was completed more than a month early. The city further solidified its commitment to providing plentiful parking with the opening of Mercantile Ramp in 2020. The downtown ramp is the fourth within a few blocks of downtown to provide free weekend and nighttime parking. The new ramp maximizes efficiency by providing nearly 370 parking stalls while taking up the same amount of room as a surface lot would have. Public safety is another top priority, and a major step was taken in 2020 to facilitate a safe Fargo. The land for the 8th Fargo Fire Department station along 31st Street and 64th Avenue South was purchased with the goal of beginning construction very soon. Station number 8 would help maintain low insurance rates for hundreds of homeowners and provide even faster response times for you. Accomplishing big things often requires maximizing efficiency, which is precisely what the engineering department and water department is doing by combining a water pumping station in Belmont neighborhood with permanent flood protection. This sort of 2-for-1 approach saves taxpayers money while accomplishing both goals and receiving 65% of necessary funding through a FEMA grant. A similar two-for-one approach is being applied to an 80-acre recreational lake and retention pond planned for a future development south of 52nd Avenue. Lake Fargo could save as much as $15 million by eliminating multiple lift stations from separate holding ponds. It will be managed by the Fargo Park District, which will develop recreational programming such as kayaking and paddleboating. While we don't often think of drought in Fargo, it is historically a very real emergency. Just as the FM diversion flood-proofs the metro, the Red River Valley Water Supply Project will drought-proof Fargo. The massive project is breaking ground this year and will provide a steady supply of water from Lake Ashtabula when the Red River's and Cheyenne River's flows become too low. Fargo's downtown will see a new mixed-use gateway at the corner of Main and Broadway in 2021. The city recently sold a parking lot to developers JLG and FI Salter to construct a beautiful facility which will include office space and provide additional downtown housing. Great things are coming along Fargo's riverfront area as a tax increment financing district for the area is in the works. Creation of a TIF district would help provide funding for public improvements and open the door for private development along the Red River. In Fargo, we don't only focus on the big things. We understand the importance of providing top quality service to residents and visitors each day of the year and fulfilling our commitment to improvement. The Mobile Outreach Program finished another successful year. This harm reduction services-led program provides safe rides and other assistance to individuals experiencing substance use crisis. This program frees up police officer time and helps people in crisis access the resources they need. The former Fargo City Commission Chambers was refashioned into a state-of-the-art public meeting room featuring updated audio and visual equipment for community meetings. The newly opened Sky Commons provides another great place for people to gather and engage in dialogue. Ease of access for residents and businesses in Fargo is incredibly important, and the city's new inspections portal accomplishes that by putting any forms needed by residents or contractors in one accessible location 24 hours a day, as well as providing tracking updates on the permitting process. I cannot possibly overstate how important, effective, and appreciated the work of the team members at Fargo Cass Public Health was in 2020. Through an unprecedented pandemic, the department not only provided guidance relating to COVID, but continued offering vital clinic services to our community members. We are all grateful to have such a talented and hardworking team. The Fargo Water Reclamation Department collaborated with researchers at NDSU to analyze wastewater for traces of COVID-19. The groundbreaking process can be used to determine which neighborhoods may have higher instances of COVID-19 positivity, all without requiring interaction with potentially infected people. The Matt Bus Ground Transportation Center received major upgrades and improvements this year through federal and state grants. The renovation of the facility generates more space for staff, improves the passenger experience, and creates safer exit points for our buses. Our sanitary landfill now features a residential transfer station, which residents may utilize to dispose of appliances, furniture, and other household waste items free of charge. This new service means residents won't need to wait for cleanup week to dispose of large items for free. Thanks to a settlement with Volkswagen, some of the costs for the new hybrid fire truck and electric vehicle chargers will be offset, making sustainability more affordable to install. City Hall will feature multiple electric vehicle chargers to accommodate both hybrid and fully electric cars. The former downtown Fargo Police Department headquarters along 4th Street was repurposed into a COVID-19 drop-in shelter to provide COVID-positive homeless people with a place to safely quarantine and isolate. This helped mitigate COVID-19 spread while providing security to vulnerable people. I know it's hard to imagine right now, but the construction season is just around the corner. When spring initially rolls around, some pesky potholes are sure to pop up. In the past, street crews would have to wait for the asphalt plants to open up for the season in order to patch those holes. The Public Works Department recently invested in a hot patch truck insert, which allows crews to patch problematic potholes much earlier in the season. As a place to live, work, and explore, Fargo is the shining star in the upper Midwest. There is no question. We earned several distinctions for economic climate and quality of life standards in 2020. Fargo was named the best city to start a career and the hottest job market in the entire United States. We garnered several other distinctions throughout the year as well, ranging from being one of the best cities in the U.S. for singles to being named North Dakota's best place to live. Our regional water reclamation facility is currently undergoing a $120 million expansion to improve capacity, allowing for utility regionalization. The project also includes energy-efficient features which will help lower operating costs of the plant while minimizing its carbon footprint. Fargo's Emerging Digital Academy, developed by Emerging Prairie, graduated its first cohort in 2020. This coding bootcamp provides the training for people to begin careers in software development. The average graduate doubles their earning potential while helping fill one of the 800 open positions statewide. Amazon is on its way to Fargo, as North Dakota's first fulfillment center will have a home in North Fargo. The 1.3 million square foot center will create 500 full-time jobs with competitive wages this year and is expected to inject more than $100 million into the economy annually. The City of Fargo is taking major steps to advance our role as environmental stewards. An energy load profile study is underway across city facilities, which will help identify ways we can lower our emissions and carbon footprint. Just a few examples. LED light conversions are underway in Fargo's main library, and high-pressure sodium streetlights and street signals are being converted and optimized to lower energy demands. Fargo's downtown has a new shared space for everybody to enjoy, no matter what the season. Broadway Square opened in December and includes an urban ice skating rink, a stage for performers, and seating for people to enjoy. The plaza will serve as another place for residents to enjoy our beautiful downtown. The City of Fargo has updated its utility billing software so residents may now utilize one-step secure payments, request a service call online, and access real-time statements. The Fargo City Commission made a commitment in 2020 to help fund a regional workforce academy to provide the education and training necessary to continue fostering a talented workforce equipped for the challenges of modern careers. The Fargo City Commission approved property tax exemptions and provided land to assist the creation of new affordable housing units in Fargo, including more than 80 units in downtown Fargo and 80 specifically for senior citizens. While 2020 has certainly been a challenge, Fargo is fortunate to have a resilient and robust economy. Permit values in 2020 were more than $700 million, nearly double what we saw in 2019, and the most since 2015, when the $500 million Sanford Medical Center was constructed. What a year! I have incredible optimism and excitement for what 2021 could have in store for Fargo. Among many things, 2020 taught us that the incredible people of Fargo are capable of handling whatever challenge may come. As we venture further into this new year together, I would like to thank our partner cities in the metro community. Together we are strong, and I am proud we call all of you neighbors. I would also like to thank every member of Team Fargo who handles adversity and change with grace, strength, and a steadfast commitment to serving our residents. Finally, I want to express my appreciation to the residents, visitors, and businesses of Fargo. You are the catalyst making Fargo an incredible place to call home. You are the reason that we, together, are far more.